Low down in the midst of banana leaves and bamboo, a flash of earthy green perches atop a branch. This is the olive-sided flycatcher, a master of two worlds, air and leaves. Every year, he embarks on a journey that spans thousands of kilometers from the heart of Colombia to as high as Canada. But the flycatcher's incredible voyage is under threat. Declining habitats and dwindling resources have made his annual migration increasingly dangerous. And it's not just him. Countless species face similar challenges. But thankfully, there is hope on the horizon. Ecotourism, a force for conservation and cultural understanding, is changing the game for Colombia's birds and its people.
Estamos de viaje novios porque, bueno, pensamos que era un país con una cultura y unas tradiciones y una naturaleza que valía la pena visitar.
A nature worth visiting indeed. But as we delve deeper, we uncover a complex web of challenges and adaptations.
Stopover sites are places that migratory birds use to rest or refuel during their migratory journeys.
These stopover points are crucial for the survival of migratory birds.
Migratory birds depend on a very, let's say, an equilibrium, an ecological equilibrium that has evolved for millennia. So the cycles of precipitation and drought generate ups and downs of resource availability, generate booms of resources that migratory birds take advantage of.
As climate patterns shift, these resource pools may not align with the birds' migratory schedules. This leaves them vulnerable during their long journeys. One unexpected ally in their journey has emerged in the form of shade-grown coffee plantations. These agricultural landscapes can serve as crucial stopover points for many species.
Cuando Colombia tomó la decisión de tumbar esos árboles de sombrío para producir más café, las poblaciones de especies migratorias empezaron para abajo, paulatinamente.
The relationship between migratory birds and coffee plantations highlights the intricate connections within our ecosystems. It is not that coffee itself is detrimental, but rather the means of production that can be. As we face the challenges of habitat loss, innovative approaches to agriculture and conservation become more and more important to think about. Perhaps the birds themselves can lead us in the right direction.
En el caso particular de las aves, vamos que las aves es la mejor puerta de entrada a la naturaleza para las personas que están que no están muy inmersas en sistemas naturales.
So, as we continue to explore the intricate balance between migratory birds, their habitats, and human activities, we uncover not just challenges, but also opportunities for conservation and sustainable practices that benefit both wildlife and local communities. Especially the types of things that affect us directly. After all, it's not just birds that migrate, but human beings too.
Ya se está empezando a regular mucho más. Acá el principal turismo que existió durante mucho tiempo fue el turismo de sol y playa, que era todos los de las montañas van a las costas y generalmente pasaban vacaciones y era así súper lleno y es poco regulado, así que vas a una playa, digamos, como pública y pues te encuentras un montón de gente, ¿no?
This type of mass tourism often led to overcrowding and environmental degradation. However, ecotourism, defined as a type of responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment and improves the well-being of local people, is offering a more sustainable alternative.
Pasaba ya como este turismo de naturaleza o de aventura o de ir a acampar o qué sé yo, ese tipo de cosas. Y también, digamos, como que estaba poco regulado al inicio y como empezó a impactarse, digamos, empezaron a impactar algunos ecosistemas.
This approach to ecotourism not only benefits the environment, but also offers visitors unique experiences. It provides sustainable livelihoods for local communities. As Colombia continues to develop its ecotourism sector, it has the potential to create a model that harmoniously balances conservation, cultural preservation, and economic growth.
Pues uno esperaría que el turismo ayude. Ayude en el aspecto económico, pero también en otros aspectos. O sea, no puede ser un turismo de venir a consumir, a hacer unas rumbas y dejó el dinero, sino un turismo que de pronto esté más en contacto con la... Es que nosotros como seres humanos también necesitamos tocar el suelo.
As traditional coffee farming faces economic pressures, many farmers like Carlos are turning to ecotourism as a complementary source of income. This shift not only provides economic benefits, but also fosters a deeper connection between visitors and the land. This isn't just happening out of nowhere, though.
Con tanta tecnología que salen, ahora dicen que hay que estudiar. Sí. Y eso se está perdiendo la gente del campo. Ahora ya en el campo no encuentra uno para trabajar, porque todos nos estamos yendo al pueblo a buscar otra vida, a ser estudiado para prepararnos.
And this trend is not just affecting individual families, but entire communities. The traditional passing down of agricultural knowledge and practices from one generation to the next is being disrupted.
Ya los hijos de uno, los nietos de uno, los hijos de uno, ellos ya no quieren saber nada de finca. Dice, no, papá, usted que ya se quedó en el campo, muera ya, pero yo no voy a trabajar en el campo. Yo tengo dos hijos y otros trabajan es por allá en el pueblo y buscando dónde para irse para otra parte.
At first glance, this could simply be seen as a decline, but it's more accurately a societal paradigm shift. The younger generation, though moving away from agriculture, is still contributing significantly to Colombia's growth and development, albeit in very different ways. This transition reflects Colombia's broader economic diversification and modernization. As young people pursue education and careers in urban areas, they bring new skills, ideas, and innovations that benefit the nation as a whole. Some enter fields like technology, renewable energy, or sustainable urban planning, sectors crucial for Colombia's future. Others apply their education to transform traditional industries, including coffee, through innovative practices and technologies. Interestingly, this shift also creates opportunities for those who choose to remain in rural areas. With fewer people competing for agricultural work, Those who stay can potentially access more land and resources, enabling more sustainable and profitable farming practices. In the same way we now know of birds needing an ecological equilibrium, humans must also find a balance in urban migration. This equilibrium could be the key to a sustainable and prosperous future for all Colombians, bridging the gap between tradition and progress. Part of this equilibrium is dealing with changes in climate.
Las aguas estos años, últimos años nos ha dado tan duro el agua y cuando hay mucha agua, los árboles no florecen, la florescencia es menos. Entonces sí, es muy menor las cosechas en estos últimos años.
The environmental challenges are further compounded by market fluctuations and pricing issues.
En este momento, sí, cosecha de cacao porque cada 20 días y en este momento pues el cacao está carísimo, tiene un precio muy elevado, entonces estamos dependiendo más del cacao que el café está dando casi pérdida.
Many are turning to alternative crops like cacao, which currently fetches a higher price and provides more frequent harvests. This diversification is becoming a necessary strategy for survival. The shift in the industry is not just about crop diversification and biodiversity, but also about adapting to new market demands and environmental concerns. In response to these challenges, some parts of the industry are exploring new models, including a blend of regenerative farming practices and specialty coffee markets.
So to make ends meet is really hard and really difficult for coffee growers, especially when you're just selling to the general market without processing. If you're just selling the raw product without processing. However, there's also what's called specialty markets in the coffee industry, which are basically varieties of coffee which are special because they taste amazing or very different, or because it's a rare variety that's not very common. And those types of coffee are sold at a premium price. People are they are willing to pay more money for a specialty coffee because it's so delicious, and people are it's a whole fashion thing and a gourmet thing that people just want to taste a good coffee. So they're willing to pay more for that. And many of the characteristics of specialty grown coffees have to do with the way coffee is actually farmed and grown. It's not only the variety of the plant and the seed itself, but for instance, coffee plants or berries that are mature under shade do so much slower. And so they fix more, they absorb more flavors and different textures of flavors that are in the soil on a different characteristic, and they end up just tasting better than a berry in the same actual tree that grew under the sun really quickly, was harvested, and then just roasted at a really high temperature or something like that.
As the industry continues to evolve, balancing economic needs with environmental concerns remains a crucial challenge for Colombian coffee farmers. And of course, some trends are happening externally, with youth choosing to engage in urban migration and alternative career paths.
Yo crecí en la ciudad, pero mis padres, más que todo mi papá, creció en la finca y yo también tenía acceso como a la finca, como mi pasatiempo y como, sí, como un lugar que me parecía chévere estar y eso. y me interesó la medicina por leyendo libros, viendo que había como muchos campos en que desempeñarse, entonces por eso elegí esa carrera.
Alejandra's story is not uncommon. The shift from rural to urban life is reshaping Colombia's landscape. However, this transition has also opened up new opportunities, ones that change the worldview of Colombia on the global scale.
Muchos de los tours están enfocados solo en aves. Entonces, te dan una visión muy sesgada de lo que es Colombia como territorio. Entonces, solo focus en las aves y el resto está de paisaje para verlo de lejos. Pero mucha gente, pues, fuera de que soy biólogo, también soy apasionado por mi país, me gusta promoverlo. Entonces, se habla desde el conflicto, que no lo podemos negar, hasta cómo el café ha afectado nuestra cultura, cómo somos un territorio dinámico que está en constante cambio y todos los factores afectan las aves.
Colombia's journey reflects the power of nature-based tourism and tourism's role in changing international perceptions. It is one thing to see another country in a film, and another experience entirely to visit it as a tourist.
It's good.
It is not just about the economy. It is about the culture, the people, appreciation and faith. As the beloved land progresses and changes, it is important that the change is guided by the people.
La imagen que tenía la gente de Colombia hace 20 años era de un país imposible de entrar porque te secuestraban, te mataban, teníamos un estigma de guerra muy fuerte. Y es gracias al ecoturismo, en particular a las aves, es gracias a las aves que nos dimos a conocer al mundo como un país que puedes ir a hacer otras cosas, conocer otras cosas distintas además de la guerra. Y las aves, pues, llaman a mucha gente, no necesariamente relacionados con la biología. Entonces, eso ha ido cambiando paulatinamente la concepción que tienen de nosotros como país y ha ayudado a que vengan más turistas, hasta el punto que el turismo es el tercer renglón económico de Colombia.
From coffee farms to bird-watching trails, from rural traditions to urban innovations, the beloved land embodies a symmetry between preservation and progress. As we've seen, the challenges of climate change, economic shifts, and societal evolution are not just Colombian issues. They're global concerns that require global action. This snippet of Colombia is one of adaptation, of finding harmony between the old and the new, between nature and human endeavor. It's a reminder that our world is interconnected, and the choices we make, even far north from these lush landscapes, can have profound impacts on places like this. The future of our planet, its biodiversity, and its people are inextricably linked. It is through understanding other cultures, fostering diversity and equity, and appreciating people for who they are that we can truly grasp the importance of our role in shaping our shared future?
Pues que vengan a visitarnos, que, que conozcan el país de las aves, que conozcan nuestra biodiversidad, que también sepan que es muy vulnerable por muchas cosas que se hacen allá en el norte y que nosotros, que nuestra biodiversidad es muy frágil ante esas amenazas que se están generando quizás en otros lugares. Sí, yo creería que ese es como el mensaje, que si nos pueden conocer o al menos leer sobre nosotros para que entiendan qué es lo que está en juego, no solo en Colombia, sino todo el planeta, por muchos hábitos, por ejemplo, de consumo que allá tienen, que repercuten sobre todo en nosotros. Yo creo que ese es como el mensaje que dejaría. Gracias. ¿Listo?
Colombia, tierra querida, himno de fe y armonía. Cantemos, cantemos todos, grito de paz y alegría. Vivemos, siempre vivemos a nuestra patria querida. Su suelo es una oración y es un canto de la vida. Su suelo es una oración y es un